Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to another Battle Renovation hosted by Havana Sims. We're back in Windenburg. This time we are renovating the Bros home. They live on the island in Windenburg, and our description is Sergio and Joaquin enjoy being roommates, but they don't enjoy their space. Joaquin DJs nightly. He also has a day job, and Sergio helps Microsoft. He's a tech guru. They don't have the space to branch out more into their careers, and so what they need is, we had to keep the shape of the build. We could add, remove, change the windows, doors, fences, gates, landscaping, staircases, roofing, and foundation. Joaquin loves color. Sergio leans towards monotone colors, so we had to try and meet their style in the middle. They each want their own bathrooms. Currently, they share one. It says optional. We can work with the space as it's provided and create an office for each of them, or we can expand their home with a basement and add the offices there, which of course, if you know me, I'll be adding a basement because that's what I do. So let's take a quick look at the house before. I'm not going to do a full speed build. I will do the full speed build, but I'm not going to show the full speed build just because it's a busy week with the fact that we had the update before Cottage Living, and I'm doing this before Cottage Living comes out, but Cottage Living is coming out, so it's a pretty busy week, so I don't have time to edit a full speed build. So let's take a tour, as I said before. So here's what the house looks like, at the beginning from the top, and including this roof, which is just a flat roof. And we're going to go down. We'll put so here is like the floor plan. There's the living room. You walk right in. It's like kind of a mishmash of things. A fireplace there, a big radio. It's like kind of a roommate's bros house, but we'll be changing that a little bit. Over here is what obviously is Joaquin's bedroom because it has the DJ booth in there. And then to this side, this is Sergio's bedroom. He has a computer, which makes sense because he's the tech guru. And the bathroom's all the way down here at the end, which makes some sense because they have a patio out here. So when they come in, they might like to quickly go and use that. And then there's this hallway and this. I haven't come on this lot very much, but I have been here enough. And this kitchen is not. Well, I guess it's functional because it has the islands here, but this table is probably an homage to the fact that I think in Europe, a lot of times you just have tables, you don't have the counters and stuff like that, or it's kind of an old, maybe not everywhere, but some places from when I used to watch HGTV shows of places there. But in the game, it's not actually functional for working on. In real life, it would be. So this kitchen is going to be changed a lot. Actually, the whole house probably will. So, and then I've got to figure out where I'm going to put some stairs downstairs. I may stick them outside like I did with my Cottage MC reno, or I might see if I can find somewhere in here. So, as I said, I will show a bit of the speed build, the beginning process, and then I will be back with a tour of the after, which will be imminent for you in a little while for me. So to start with, obviously, I got rid of the things that were here. I did put a few things into their household inventory because I use them again. Some things that just struck me as kind of personal objects that I took some inspiration from when I was doing the build. And then, of course, there were a few things that I inadvertently put into their household inventory because if you take something that's considered the parent object, i.e. that things are on or attached to, and you delete that instead of deleting the thing on or attached, then the things on or attached go into your family inventory. So I just got rid of them afterwards. Here, I got rid of that flooring that was there. It was essentially a patio, and I replaced the ceiling, and then I added an actual roof, and I did that because I wanted to put solar panels on here, and there was no floor tile that was a solar panel. And then there I raised the columns, which was actually necessary even before I did that, because when Get Together came out, we did obviously not have the ability to raise the columns, and now we do. That happened with the pre-Discover University update. So if you actually look closely at the picture, you can see the columns didn't reach the roof. Here I'm adding the basement because I did do a basement for the 2 offices, but I also added some extra space down there and some window wells on the left, and obviously there's a spot for windows on the right because that's where we enter in from the doorway, and I stuck some more windows there, which I don't think I show here, but I did, and you'll see that in the tour part, which will be coming very soon. And there's actually the house went from 1 bathroom to 3 to 5 bathrooms, 3 on the main floor and 2 in the basement, because one of those rooms becomes a guest bedroom. So I thought that would be nice for them to have their own. And also that would have been a kind of a long, narrow bathroom. So that's just what I ended up doing. And then I'm just putting some green tile down there to be kind of, fake grass down there. So up here, I'm just like opening this up because I make the main living area open because that's what I like to do. I split that up so it'll be like 2 bathrooms. One is a guest bathroom or for when people come over, a powder room type thing. And then the extra bathrooms and a spot for the closets. So I'll be back with the tour. So here we are with the after the fully renovated house. You'll see that the roof is a little bit different because I threw in a skylight that sort of goes into the living room area and to the kitchen, which you would have noticed was open plan, and it still is open plan. But other than that, I didn't really change the look of the outside that much. Like the front is kind of similar. I just like tweaked it a little bit. And of course we have the stairs going downstairs. It's actually a really lovely view here. So I wanted to keep the windows that were there. You may also notice that Sergio is at work, and Joaquin should be going to work, but he's here right now. We'll keep him here until we finish the tour. So I'll just have it paused because he really needs to go. And if I wanted to do it at this time of day for the best lighting. So here we go. Here is the main living area. Tina Tinker came. Something was broken, so she came to help fix it. And as you would have seen from like the little what I showed when I was essentially setting up the renovation, this is all open, and I mentioned it there. So the kitchen is like sort of in that little nook with the window, but there's a bar area and there is like a big table, so they can invite people over and they can entertain. And as a result, I actually gave the party place lot trait just for that, and I gave it the lot trait for building the tech, the fast internet that helps with Sergio's learning the programming and the video gaming skill, and I gave it the lot trait that helps with building like a musical skill for our Joaquin because of the fact that he's in the entertainer career. So out here is a combination of things, mainly from like there's some things from the Jungle Adventures, from Dream Home Decorator, obviously the chairs, the counters, the stereos from Get Famous. The curtains are from Cottage Living, because much as I actually did most of the renovation before Cottage Living came out, I finished it after Cottage Living came out. So it has some things from Cottage Living, including some decor items like this pot here, which I really like. It's so cute. And the little hen and these flowers are from it too. So, and there's some Snowy Escape things. There's stuff from different packs. This is not a limited pack build. I try not to use excessive, but it definitely has things from different packs. So, and then up here, of course, I like using the shelves instead of cupboards to put up above. And because we had these windows, which I left, and I didn't want to put anything covering there, therefore I thought it made sense to have that. And so I have all the clutter, which includes some clutter from the Cottage Living, like this one right here is from Cottage Living. That is too, as is this little pitcher. And like I said, the pot on the table, and there's the same flowers, just different color. So that is the main living area. So over here, this is Joaquin's room, which is what his room was before. Let's actually go into build mode so we can look this way a little bit. So he had a red bedspread, so he still does, but along with the red to bring it so that pop of color, I used a lot of yellow and a little bit of purple. The purple mainly because this picture here was in the hallway and he's a music lover, so I decided to keep it and add the other colors, the other ones to go with it. And so then I touched a little bit of purple in places. So it's, mainly red with yellow and a hint of purple in this room. He has this bathroom here, which is probably better to see from the top down. So he has a big corner tub. This shower I haven't tested, but I've used it like this in other places, so it's fine, but everything else has been used in here. And obviously they have the closets between the two rooms, and now they're like built in as opposed to like just sitting in the rooms. This of course is Sergio's bedroom over here. So I kind of went with the calming blues for him and sort of like tealy kind of color on the wall. And then this sort of brings the colors together from that to this, and then just a plain cream bed. He does have an office downstairs, but I made sure he kept a computer up here because he is a tech guru, so I figured he'd want to be able to have something, at hand wherever he was, and we adopted a dog, so that is there. And back here, he has this bathroom. I initially split it evenly, and then I had a lot of extra space in here. There could be room for laundry. I decided I didn't want to use laundry because I find it can be a little nuisance sometimes, but there is room there. But I took an extra spot so he could have a shower and have a tub because he likes to exercise and he got his muscles were sore. So I thought, well, he needs a tub and he doesn't want to don't want to have him going in and using Joaquin's bathroom. So I changed it and gave him a tub. So you could put laundry here if you wanted laundry easily. There's lots of room. And we see the kitchen, and then the back patio is over here. And there's their dog that they adopted. And I did have it so there's stairs going out so they can actually get out from the patio, and it wasn't like they were stuck in there. It was a little bit of a mishmash, but I gave them a hot tub, some loungers there you can see, and I gave them an actual patio table with 6 chairs as opposed to they had 2 tables, each with 2 chairs sort of across the patio, but they kept their barbecue. It's the same one they had before. I didn't actually notice the garbage can, so I added a garbage can here. So one thing I noticed when I was doing this, I was actually trying to look through for the cottage living things that you got for getting it before September 2nd. And because I did not pre-order, I ordered it afterwards. And I was trying to find somewhere to see if the tree fit, which it does not. But so when I was doing that, I looked at this tree and it's 372. And then for some reason, because I was having a hard time grabbing, I'm like, oh, did they size it up? Let's go look and see, how big the tree is really. They did not size it up. It is actually the same size. I just had a hard time grabbing it. I'm going to filter by base game. So when I went in here, the tree is 90 simoleons, and that was way more than that. So I don't know if this happened with this update, because I did do a renovation before the update, and I don't remember it being like that. It looks like if you look through all of these, a lot of them seem like they're less than I remember. Some of these lower ones were always really inexpensive, but they're kind of all cheap, which is good, but not so good if you're trying to do the Mansion Baron aspiration where you have to spend $5,000 on landscaping, though. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly that fountains count for that too. I just don't tend to use them very much. And one thing that used to always be really expensive was the rocks. And they're not anywhere near as expensive as I remember. And you can kind of show that because this Rock of Wonder that's here is 116 simoleons and it's only 50 here. And if I was to go through and do other things, that's 116. That's 56. That's not very much. And some of this was new because I just placed it. So I really can't look at all. I can only look at the stuff I know was there because some of it I changed up. This stuff over here is all new. So this one is 20. And this was the original one that I cloned it off of. It's 56. And the other thing that I noticed is that these are all new and they're showing as 24. And if you go in here, I think they're 30 when you buy them new. So they also seem to depreciate, which I didn't notice any landscaping depreciating in the past. So that was just sort of fun fact. So let's keep on moving and going downstairs with these stairs. And they have a little spot where anyone can do some gardening, which I didn't have a chance to because I didn't play with them that long. So when you come in, it's like a little gaming area. They had this upstairs and they had this on the patio. And so I decided to take inspiration for that and make that sort of their party area where they can come down and play some games, but it wasn't in their space in the living room upstairs, which is where it was. They still have a radio there. So that's that space. And then if you go over here, and I just noticed that this seems to have come over here, so I will be fixing that before I upload it. And this is the guest bedroom, which has its own bathroom, which is just a basic bathroom. I'm not really going to show it very much. This is Joaquin's office, which is really his music space. He does have a computer on a desk. It's just a tiny one. This actually he had in the family inventory, so I stuck it on his desk because it comes from the entertainer career, so I gave it to him. So I put his DJ booth back down here and some decorative items like this was in his this, and this was all in his room. And I kept it and put it downstairs just because I like to do that. And then this was in the living room, so I gave them an exercise room here. And I included these items on the wall for inspiration, for like working out and whatnot. And this over here is Sergio's office. His office down here is a little bit bigger. Joaquin's his is smaller, Joaquin's is bigger, but Sergio's bedroom's a bit bigger and Joaquin's is a little bit smaller because, I mean, obviously Joaquin needs a little bit more space because he'll get that big DJ booth. But I did give Sergio this for, doing videos because I thought that might have gone hand in hand with, maybe doing, videos about gaming and stuff like that and some gaming things on the wall. So that is kind of it for that space. So we're going to end with some before and after screenshots so you get a refresher right side-by-side comparison of the two. And obviously at the very end, I'm just going to show the basement, which there won't be any before for. But just as a reminder, Havana will be touring on her Twitch at 2 p.m. So go check that out. And also make sure you check out everybody's videos to see what they did, especially if you miss her tour. But even if, you'll see their thought process and whatnot. And don't forget to vote. The voting is going to end Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I will have a link to everybody's channels, to the playlist as soon as that's available, and to the voting in the description section down below. And if you want the house, it's up on the gallery, so you can put it in your game if you're interested in having it. Let me know if you've noticed that about the landscaping and if you think it's new from the update or if it happened from before. But that is going to be it for this video. Leave a like if you like the video. It really helps with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!